Niall McGrath from Talkingbrawls MMA.com here with Paul Redmond, recently signed for the UFC. Paul, first of all, congratulations on signing for the UFC. How did it all come about?
I was in work on Thursday morning and I got a phone call off my coach Andy saying something might happen. There was just an email there. I think that was 11 o'clock in the morning. It came out at 1. Says, look, can you make featherweight for 2 weeks? We had a bit of a discussion back and forth with myself and Neil, and within about a minute I accepted the fight, and we hadn't heard anything back from America till later that evening, till I had finished training. So literally I got the call at 11 o'clock Thursday night and was verbally agreed.
Paul, you're obviously, you've been here down in Team Rhino for 6 years. Obviously a dream come true. Have you had time to think about it yet?
Yeah, no, it's just another fight. I know it's a big show and it's massive. It's just another fight as far as I'm concerned. Make by fight, and that's it. I'll relish it all after when it's done and dusted. But for now, I've weight to make and I've a fight in front of me.
Yeah, obviously the way, Paul, as you mentioned there, you're going into 145. You're normally 155. Or how tough is it to get down in a couple of weeks? Yeah,
look, 2 weeks isn't ideal. 3 weeks would have been better. 8 weeks would have been better than that. So look, the UFC come calling, you go running. So I'll make the weight. I never usually cut a whole lot of weight to make 70, and I always had like a little bit of fat here and there at 70 kilos, so I'll be super lean at 66. It'll just be a little bit tougher, Yeah,
so you're definitely going to get down. You're 100% confident you'll be there.
Yeah.
And obviously, speaking, nerves, will that have anything to come into effect come fight time?
Of course it will, yeah. Nerves are good. They keep you sharp in there. As I said, it's a massive show you're walking out to. But as I've walked out with Neil to big shows in London and the O2 in Dublin, so I know what to expect. I'm not walking into to the unknown the way Neil did over in London last year, against Brad Pickett. So yeah, look, I'm fairly confident I'll take it in well, Yeah,
that's obviously going to stand to a huge amount, going out with Neil in the big shows and getting a taste of the atmosphere.
Yeah, it's huge. You walk out to the unknown, it'll hit you like a ton of bricks. So the O2 in London, Neil didn't really get the nicest of entrances, but the O2 in Dublin, it got the complete opposite. They were on the feet the second he walked out. So I know it could go either way, and I know what way to expect it and to react to it. Yeah.
And obviously your opponent, Mirsad Bektic, he's 23 years old. He's 8-0. What do you know about him? Andy was talking to Andy a bit yesterday about him. What do you know about him?
Yeah, Andy showed me his last UFC fight. He's strong boxing, really strong wrestling. But look, I'm no slouch for anyone. I give all the lads a hard time in Cage Warriors. I've walked through every one of them bar one, So I think it'll be a good fight.
What do you think? How's this fight going to play out, Paul?
I don't know. I think I'm not too sure myself. Start standing and we'll go from there. Yeah.
And obviously getting over there, the fight card's on at 2 a.m. It's a lot later. I think you guys will be on at maybe 11 o'clock, half 11, 12.
Yeah, perfect, because any of the shows we've done for Cage Warriors in Dublin, say it would have been, my last fight was co-main event, or I'm always up near the end of the card, which is roughly 11 o'clock. So I'm good to go for that time, That won't affect me at all,
So talk to me about, obviously signing for the UFC now. What's are you going to go there and make a statement? Obviously that's the plan.
I'm not over there to lose. I'm not cutting all this weight and travelling halfway around the world just to be someone's whipping boy. I'm out here to take someone's head off. If he leaves me an arm or a foot, that's coming home. I'm out here to make a statement. I'm not here just to be beaten, just to say I fight in the UFC. For what? You know what I mean? I put everything I have into this. I put my whole life on the back burner to train MMA. So yeah, I'm out here to win.
Paul, he's an exciting fighter, and we know you're an exciting fighter from your time in Cage Warriors. You're 7-1 in Cage Warriors. You're a toe hold expert, as we know. This is, when yourself and Neil get in the cage especially, there's always a chance it's going to be fight of the night. Is that something you're looking to happen?
It doesn't bother me now. I only fight one way. I was jumping on toe holds, heel hooks, flying arm bars, stuff like that, and fighting in front of 100 people in front of Wales. And, I'm just going to go out there and do the same thing I've always done, It's got me 4 sub of the nights and fight of the night for Cage Warriors. So obviously people that like the way I fight, and, it's just the way I fight. I don't like being in boring fights. I thought I was in one before, which turned out to be fight of the night, and I was disgusted with myself. Everybody was asking me, why did I go home with a win? Looking like I was at the losing. I would put that much pressure on myself to fight good,
Was that the Damien Brown fight?
Damien Brown, I was disgusted. I was in the cage, I was looking down, I was disgusted with myself because I didn't think people jiu-jitsu in fights and stuff like that. Everybody likes a knockout, everybody likes to see people standing and bagging. I was disgusted. I went home and I fell straight asleep. I was back in the gym the next day, you know. So yeah, I'm out here to do what I always do, you know.
Of course you are. Paul, obviously next week, you know, it's Saturday week is the fight. When you get out to Sweden, what's the plan?
Tuesday morning, I think that's the plan, is it, Andy? So Tuesday morning, hit the ground running over there, a couple of days full on media, then they leave it alone for a day or two to cut weight, make weight, fight, and back in Dublin.
How have you enjoyed the media so far? There's been a lot of interviews here tonight.
Yous are all sound, so I know yous are grand.
Well, Reds, anyway, listen, great seeing the UFC, delighted for you, and best luck.
Listen, thanks very much, lads. Nice one for coming out and cheers.